Hello guys and welcome back to the Arsenal Notebook. I'm Jay and in this video we'll be doing the FA Cup third round competition between Arsenal and Newcastle. So it has been quite a while since the Arsenal Notebook has uploaded the video. However, we are back at the same time as Arsenal's form with both of us hoping to continue. So without further ado, let's do the match preview. Arsenal haven't faced Newcastle in the FA Cup for around 12 years or so, so this will be the first time this decade. We are the most successful club in this competition by far, I would say. We've won it 14 times. The close behind us is Man United, who have won it 12 times, so it's still a two trophy margin. Newcastle, on the other hand, are not so successful. 10 out of the 11 times which they played Premier League sides in recent times, they have been eliminated. So it's not looking so good for them. But having another look at another stat, we've played Newcastle 184 times. We've won 79 of those, lost 67 and drawn 38. Now, when you have the likes of Alan Shearer on your team, it really makes it look level because, Newcastle have had some great players play for their team. We are looking for this game to reintroduce two star players who have played for Arsenal, who we both signed in the summer transfer window, the summer transfer window in 2020. Starting off with Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey was injured and he came back for the Tottenham game. He was so eager to play, but then he injured himself again in the making. And Gabriel wasn't actually injured, but he did have coronavirus, so obviously he was not able to play. So I'm hoping that this will be a game for both of them to reintroduce themselves. Personally, I do not mind if Partey doesn't play this game just because he's still recovering from an injury which has been persistent in the past, and maybe starting him on the first game which he's available for might not be the best of ideas. However, Gabriel, I do think it's a great idea for him to play. He only had coronavirus. He didn't really have many symptoms. He's feeling much better now and, looking really fit on the pitch. This is the formation which I think we're going to do. I think we're going to do a 4-3-3 with Alex Runnison at the back. Now, there has been some controversy over Alex Runnison. As we know, his most recent game was against Manchester City in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup, where unfortunately he had a rather terrible performance. But we won't go back on that. I'm hoping that if he does play, this will be a redemption game for him to really get the Arsenal supporters back on his side again. The defence, Gabriel and Luiz. So David Luiz is also back, and I do think that Gabriel should play as well. Ainsley Maitland-Niles and Cedric Soares. Cedric Soares is a right back. Ainsley Maitland-Niles is actually right-footed, however he has played on the left sometimes. I just think that's a great time for him to get some game time. I'm not so sure on Ainsley Maitland-Niles starting as left back, but I am quite sure that it will either be him or Cedric Soares starting on the right. In the midfield, we've got quite a strong midfield here. Xhaka, Thomas Partey and Dani Ceballos. Personally, I think that if Thomas Partey is surrounded by these two players, that means that he will have less to do, which might make it easier when he's just coming back from this injury. But looking at this attack, it's a strong attack, to be honest. Nicolas Pepe, he hasn't really been getting much game time recently after Saka breaking out on this right wing and playing absolutely phenomenal over there. And Gabriel Martinelli, who we know is still recovering from this long-term injury, but he has been playing and he has been rather phenomenal when he's been on the pitch. And Eddie Nketiah as well. Eddie Nketiah hasn't been getting much game time, mainly because of Lacazette's really brilliant recent form. And, when you have Lacazette playing in the same position as you and Lacazette is playing and he's outshining you, then it's going to be hard to get some game time. But I do think that this is a type of game where you can put on some players that need more game time and then get them that game time which they need. And it's a good chance for them to show to the boss, I can be in this first team week in, week out. I think the score will be 3-0. I don't know about what you guys think. Please feel free to leave it in the comment section below. But I do think they will be 3-0. The scorers, I am very confident that Martinelli will score tomorrow if he does start. And Eddie Nketiah, we know that he is so clinical in the box, so I do think Eddie Nketiah will also bag a goal himself. I do think that Pepe will get assists. Not so sure about a goal, but those are the Eddie Nketiah and Gabriel Martinelli are the two people I'm almost certain on that if they start, they will both get the goals. The game will be on BBC One, which is brilliant for all Arsenal fans, pretty much everywhere in England. The game is freely televised, so if you stick on the TV at 5:30 British time, you stick on the television and it'll be right there for you to watch. We will be at home, so that does give us a bit of the home advantage which we want. Even though there aren't any supporters, being on home ground is better than being at away ground, which you're not familiar with the pitch. Which is why I'm actually confident that we can get a 3-0 victory. For anyone who's thinking why 3-0, I do think that if Runarsson starts, this will be the chance where he really wants to prove how good of a goalkeeper he can be. And so I really think that he will be in great form tomorrow if he does start. But that is all we have for today on the Arsenal Notebook. We hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to leave a like and comment down below. We will be doing a match review hopefully after we get the win. And Arsenal are in great form at the moment. 3 consecutive wins in the Premier League. How many goals have we scored? We won 3-1 against Chelsea, 1-0 against Brighton, and then 4-0 against West Brom, which was just a real team performance. So I am feeling quite confident for Arsenal, and hopefully we can carry the form from the Premier League into the FA Cup and into all competitions which we have coming up. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.